The Panthers Poundcast is for entertainment purposes only. The opinions expressed on the show are solely those of the presenters and in no way reflect the views of the Panthers organization.
Listener discretion is advised.
You got it.
This is Panthers Poundcast. Welcome to Panthers Poundcast here in Master Splinter's abode. I'm Los Pantera, along with Jamaica's Plow 333 and the master of all, Master Splinter.
Ooh, the snap.
Welcome to Preseason's officially started. We got a game coming up Thursday. We've been to practice. It's awesome. We survived the off season. We got stuff to talk about. What are we starting with today?
Well, we're going to start the same place we always do, Los. We're going to start with the news, and the first big news that we have is the Panthers have the number one rated backup quarterback situation according to CBS Sports.
The district attorney.
I mean, we've got Derek Anderson, who's coming in and he's come in and proven that he has the ability to.
That's a grammar fix.
Yeah, they're saying grammatically someone should.
You're welcome.
But actually can come in and perform when Cam goes down.
Beat Tampa Bay
Cam goes
twice.
He's undefeated as a Panther starter.
And then behind him, of course, we have Joe Webb, who in preseason, we haven't ever had to see him go into a regular season game.
Right.
In preseason games, he's shown that he is a person that you can trust with the ball.
He's been a savior on special teams. On top of that,
He's kind of almost a Cam Jr., where he's got that speed, he's got the ability to run, he's got a decent arm. He does everything that Cam does, just not as well as
he's Cam light.
No, we just don't have to deviate scheme, which is huge.
Sure.
That's what fucks up other teams, is having to deviate their scheme because some idiot can't play.
Right.
And one of the things that I really love about that is the fact that when Cam did go down and Derek Anderson came in, in previous years, you would have seen us start handing the ball off more. They came out and let him sling the ball.
Yeah, and it was always good. He was almost always guaranteed to throw 7 points up.
Yeah, I mean, he was a very responsible, capable starter.
There weren't a lot of nerves. He just went in there and played ball.
Yeah,
we have confidence. He has confidence.
He's a consummate professional. So that's why we're the number one backup quarterback situation. We don't need it because we have the best fucking quarterback ever.
Fact.
Absolutely. And we heard that Peter King wrote a pretty favorable article about us.
How did you introduce Peter King to me earlier today? He was previously a what towards the Panthers?
I don't know, a douchebag? He's never liked the Panthers.
How come, you think?
I don't know. I just think he's always just talked down. He hasn't known. Now that we win the Super Bowl, he's like, I'm going to pay a little attention. But the fact is, the Panthers do stand out. He's not making stuff up. The fact that we brought a high school team, there's never been an NFL team that's done that before.
Well, you can't imagine that.
Why would they?
They don't care enough about the community.
That's what I'm saying.
Like our team does, to where they would think to bring out
these dreams come true for these young kids.
For sure.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah. Some of the kids actually quoted and saying that, yeah, of course, this is the best day of my life. I'm never going to forget this day. The chance that I got to do that. And Luke also apparently found another hobby, passion or something. DA, speaking of which, brought in a magician to do card tricks over lunchtime. And people were flipping out and everything. Luke's following the magician afterwards, no, show me how to do this. He's an amateur magician. Luke wants to be a magician.
I saw a video of him doing a card trick for Devin Funchess, and it apparently blew Funchess' mind.
Yes.
So it was a pretty hilarious video. Go check it out if you can.
Yeah,
our guys are fun to watch. They're funny.
Yeah.
Speaking of
anyway, so
Funchess,
with the rest the rest of Peter King. Actually, speaking of Funchess, as we're talking about already, he had one of his 5 points. He says that Funchess is going to outperform Kelvin Benjamin this season. He's coming along better. There's a bond that Cam and Funchess are starting to develop that Kelvin had with Cam, but Kelvin's been gone for a while. So if you can get that special magic back between the two of them, it just blows my mind how great we're gonna be if they get everything.
What do you
firing.
think about that? Honestly, I love Devin Funchess. I think that he's a tremendous number 2 wide receiver, but at the same time, the things that I've seen Kelvin Benjamin do in the one season that we had him for, I mean, I've never seen that in a Panther uniform.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That would be an argument, like you're saying. Kelvin Benjamin came on immediately out of the gate. Funchess took half a season.
Right. So what is Kelvin? We don't know what Kelvin Benjamin is.
And
right
in all fairness, also Cam spent the same exact time with him, one season.
For sure.
Right.
And to be fair, Kelvin in his one season, in his rookie year,
10 touchdowns.
put up 10 touchdowns and over 1,000 yards.
Right, exactly. And you've got both of them right on the same track. They're both in their second year with Cam. So those bonds develop, and you've got each side. What's going to happen in year 3, year 4?
4 Super Bowls in a row.
I think that Devin Funchess is going to serve the kind of role that
I think
he could be. Let me put it this way. I think that in the long run, Devin Funchess could be a better version of Moose. But I don't think that. I don't think
having 2 number 1s would be a nice problem.
Seriously, we can debate all we want, but wouldn't it be nice to just have 1A and 1B?
We're gonna end up doing. We're gonna just go Madden on everybody. Well, when I play you in frickin' football on the video games, where you just stomp me, because all these weapons, bam, bam, bam. We're gonna kill it.
But we're seeing this all over the NFL right now. You're having to load up these wide receiver positions. When he's healthy, the New York Giants have Odell Beckham Jr. and Victor Cruz.
Right, exactly.
In Arizona, they have Larry Fitzgerald.
Tampa Bay.
They have John Brown, Jerron Brown.
With what's his name, Vincent and Mike. Whatever.
Tampa Bay.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
But you talk about Joe Webb, somebody like a Jameis Winston is on that same level. They're like Panthers light. Joe Webb is Cam light. Tampa Bay is Panthers light.
Way light. Probably non-alcoholic.
Watered down, definitely non-alcoholic.
O and 6 light.
You're the O'Doul's Panthers.
You're the near beer of the NFC South.
You're sorry, and you're going to be terrible this year.
Sucking ears.
Anyways.
Yeah. It's actually funny. That whole article, my phone's not even fucking working, so that's all I got. That's all I remember.
Well,
that and
speaking
Magic
of Funchess...
And Gettleman said that thing.
Funchess said that we have the number 1 receiving core in the NFL.
Some confidence.
Yeah, and we were talking before the show, and Jamaica's brought up a good point that last year the receivers really kind of stayed quiet and didn't want to attract a whole lot of attention and wanted to fly under the radar and be underestimated.
Gave all the credit to Cam.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting to see this shift to where they're actually believing in themselves, because our receiving core, other than Kelvin Benjamin coming back, isn't that different. It isn't different. We've lost Jericho Cotchery, but other than that, we have
and Teddy.
Yeah, it's the same guys. So maybe they just have more confidence this season. So I'm interested to see how they come out and perform.
50 points a game.
You heard it here first, Jamaica's Plow.
Well, let's keep on the wide receivers, but flip the other side of the ball. How about our long-lost Batman, Norman?
Oh, yeah.
Norman.
We've seen some videos come out this week of Josh apparently getting burned by both Pierre Garçon and Deshaun Jackson.
Third-degree burns.
To be fair, when we're not talking about actual game time, the advantage is always going to the receiver.
Right.
But Josh looked like he was being put into a position where he's being asked to play man coverage. And we've all been saying that he is a tremendous zone corner.
Right.
But when asked to go into man coverage, he can be a liability.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And, of course, we get to play in, December?
Yeah. A long time.
So hopefully he'll get to stay healthy, and we'll get to go up against...
It's no disrespect, but I'm certainly not scared of him.
So, wait, if he's the Dark Knight, would the Redskins game be Batman v Superman?
Yeah, if he can reclaim that Batman,
It better be better
he
than
could
the
be
next
like
movie.
he could be like George Clooney Batman. You know what I mean? That's not as fucking badass as like Christian
Bat
Bale.
nipples.
Could be Batfleck.
Well, good luck to you, Norman, until you see us.
We're going to the Redskins game. That's in Maryland, right? Landover. How close is it to where the Ravens play?
I don't know.
In Baltimore.
We're not going there though. I've been reading a lot of facts on Baltimore to prepare for our next segment, the Fuck Your Team segment, since we play those fools Thursday.
How's that for a segue? It's pretty good, right?
Not bad, yes.
So check out on Wednesday. We'll be releasing the Fuck Your Team segment.
It is brutal because Baltimore is a terrible, terrible, terrible place full of.
And it'll get you hyped up for the
Real
preseason
bad.
game. Should play it before the game.
They're really
starts.
kind of the worst team in the NFL.
In a lot of ways.
I don't know. They don't have to play in Atlanta. That might be the one benefit.
I don't know, man. Baltimore's got a worse murder rate than Atlanta.
Well, like I said, tune in on Wednesday for Fuck Your Team. Anyway, that kind of brings us into what we're planning to bring you guys for the season. We just wanted to talk about the kind of extra content we're going to be doing. Up until this point, we've been doing one show a week. Hopefully, we'll be bringing you more content throughout the season. We're going to try and do pregame.
You gotta be happy to hear that.
We're going to be doing
Nipple touch.
We're going to try and bring you some exclusive interviews with
Are you
players.
touching nipples?
We'll be touching nipples, all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just point to him.
We'll be doing a live game show from certain games, home games here in Charlotte.
All news reactions we'll be trying to bring you. We'll bring you Fuck
Mini
Your
away
Team
games.
every week, where we talk about the team that we will be playing this coming week and why they are the fucking scum of the earth. And also, we'll be bringing back rumors here before too long.
Don't worry, there will be many.
There will be many.
Are you buying the rumor or are you selling the rumor? That's what we're asking you.
So,
And we're going to bring question of the week. You want a question of the week.
Yeah,
This
like
man
to-
here wants a
he wants
question
a
of the week.
question of the week.
Like a trivia question. Put it out there. Whoever posts the correct answer on YouTube.
But it's
Fair enough.
there's going to be a lot of
I mean,
ties.
we're always doing that stuff. No. Whoever does it first, whoever comments first, you win. What are we going to do?
It should be. I don't know. We're going
He
to.
said-
We're gonna figure it out.
You gotta figure it out. He said
Me.
bobbleheads are too expensive, but I want to see some bobbleheads.
I don't think he understands cost.
I mean, he got a good bobble. Did you see
Right,
that?
yeah. bobble, man.
Wait a minute. Are we just selling you?
That's
and
it,
You're just
man.
gonna bobble in their
We'll
house
just take
for
a
a while.
fucking picture. That's it, and then we'll put on.
Anyways,
we'll
there's going to be more
figure that
content,
shit
and
out.
it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Like you said, away games. You're definitely going to see us at Denver this year
Okay.
live.
I'm going to Oakland.
He's going to Oakland, Washington.
You poor
DC.
bastard.
Whatever, dude. Got to check it off the list.
And then whenever we're at the games, you'll get some stuff there too.
For sure. We're going to just try and bring you a lot more stuff. And if there's something that you want to see from us that we haven't mentioned, leave it in the comments below.
Or
and
if
we
you
will
want to
be
meet
happy.
us down at the games, 1 or 2 people, we should set that up every time to meet us at a place and come do predictions with us.
Yeah.
Or
and
whatever.
get drunk.
And if you want to.
No, not this season. No getting drunk this season.
Says the guy shit-faced in the training camp videos. But hey, whatever.
You had one blue moon, right?
I had one blue moon too many.
Fair enough.
Apologize to anybody who thought I was an asshole.
Kevin Green.
Because I did. Yeah. Kevin Green, not an asshole.
Totally skipping around a bit because we forgot to read this earlier.
Yeah. So, Kevin Green,
Terrible segue.
Yeah.
15
Honest
seasons, 5 Pro Bowls, 160 career sacks.
Okay.
Third all time.
One
Third
of
all time.
3 players with
Check this
10
stat out.
plus sacks in 10 plus seasons.
Over 10 sacks, 10 seasons.
Reggie White,
Is
Bruce
sick.
Smith. The
It's
other
absolutely
two.
sick. I knew Kevin Green was good. And he wrestled in the WCW.
Can't go wrong with that. And he's a great
All right,
Panther. Fucking,
let's see.
Thanks for your shit here, man.
Do you
Kevin
know
Green.
what Kevin Green is doing right now?
He's in Green Bay, is he not?
Logan?
He is. He's a linebackers coach for Green Bay.
Yeah.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And he wears
crazy.
snakeskin boots like mad.
Like,
Oh, man.
he's a madman.
Yeah, no, that's a good pickup, too.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Actually,
I want Peanut Tillman to come play
I'm
here.
trying to remember.
I
seem
coaching.
to remember that he may have retired, but I can't remember. He was in Green Bay
I don't know.
last season. He was in Green Bay.
Trey Boston.
Whatever.
Trey Boston.
You didn't write that down either.
I didn't write that down.
Just say it. You like the quote.
Well, Trey Boston said that people in the NFL
Yeah.
will fear him, and you know what?
Fine.
With the way that he's
confident.
blown people up in the past, like he's still learning, but if he can get it under control, I believe him.
He had some good interceptions in the playoffs.
I just want to see him blow some people up.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. So he's 3 years around now, 3 seasons in.
Trey Boston's a bad man. I like him a lot.
He's a good guy too.
Yeah, he's cool as shit.
Yeah.
So we want to see, just blow people up, many pick sixes, and get some. He does the Kurt Coleman thing too, and he does his little high step and shit. And stuff.
Yeah, he does
do more
that
celebrations. Do more celebrations.
It was the
Be yourself, like Coach says. Maintain that personality, but be professional as well. There's a culture here, like there's nobody's an asshole. Everyone can be allowed to be themselves, but nobody. Actually, Gettleman said something. I finally got up on my phone here. In his office Thursday afternoon, Gettleman shared his ethos of team building. Assholes need not apply. That's my philosophy. So I love fucking Gettleman. Gettleman doesn't pull punches, and he's like, if you're a fucking dick, you're not going to work here. Like specifically about team building. So, and I think that works for anything. Any sports team, in life, your job, whatever. If you have assholes, it's just not going to work. So
that's a fact.
Yeah. So Gettleman, smart guy, common sense down here in Carolina.
Do you know what that brings us to?
Jibba jabba.
Jibba jabba.
Jibba jabba.
Okay, this year's Jibba jabba.
This
whole year.
About this for the next 52 Sundays.
This week's Jibba Jabba is our preseason game prediction. So I guess
like prediction, are we gonna do that before the game? Or this is our.
We're gonna do that before the game.
So this is our player prediction.
Yes,
this
not
is our
score prediction.
Yeah, this is our player prediction.
Yeah, I asked both of these fools on the first team who they thought might shine and on any other team. So we all picked 2 players to discuss. Carlos, who is your first teamer you feel will shine on?
I don't remember what the fuck I said. It's written on that piece of paper right there. Yeah, Remmers.
Terrible person this guy is.
Why?
You're just terrible.
Why do you write it down?
I remember mine because we can have the records to go and compare it after the game. Maybe in 5 days we won't remember.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like who we're picking and all that
That's
stuff.
what we're going to talk about too. Did they shine? Were they worth the shit? We're going to have even our own notes. We're going to look back at it.
We're going to see who's going to.
It's not like we're going to have a video record.
Oh, I think.
Fucking look at that and have to rewind a bunch.
If Cam doesn't get sacked on Remmer's side, then I'm going to be correct. We'll see what happens. I think he played really well. Sure,
Notice there is no
Super
one
Bowl
there.
came up.
It's because he never gave us one.
Gotcha.
But we got a lot of starts out of him, so there we go. Go for Remmers.
Well,
That's
who's
my
your other
prediction.
teamer?
I have no idea. Is it written down?
No.
Because you didn't give us one.
Pablo Sanchez, who seats people. You said any other team. The concession team is a team.
Juan Pablo.
I'm not writing dickhead. That's what he is. How about you, Mr. Splinter? Who's your first teamer?
I went with Shaq. I think that Shaq Thompson is going to really step out this year. The reality of it is, I don't think Thomas Davis has that many years left. This could be his last ride. This could be
At a certain level. I think he could play a little bit longer.
I think he could have 2 more. But honestly, at a certain point, you want to save your body for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's comforting to know that we have a player like Shaq Thompson in the wings that's learning and is really being able to grasp what we're trying to do. He had 2 interceptions, from what I understood, last week in training camp.
Yeah.
So that shows you the kind of player he is. He's a ball-hawking, safety-type linebacker.
He's got a little nuts, man.
And
in Spartanburg, he wore his helmet the entire time he was signing autographs.
Remember,
he's in the mode.
Thomas Davis was a safety in college. And then he was brought here as a safety, and then he transitioned to linebacker.
I didn't even remember that.
So, he is the exact same type of player.
Right.
So, I'm interested to see if Shaq Thompson is Thomas Davis 2.0, which would be amazing, obviously.
Fingers
And that's
crossed.
just physically speaking. He's also learning from Kuechly and Davis.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
2 of the best linebackers.
And then he's going to learn everything else on his own, too, on top of it, which makes him better.
And you picked a Mr. Bird.
A Demir Bird for our dark horse second teamer.
Big
I
Bird.
haven't really heard shit about him in a lot of reports, have you? I'm not reading all of them. But
I've heard that he is incredibly fast. He's the shorter 5'10", 5'9", kind of Steve Smith type receiver. He's from South Carolina, the University of South Carolina. He is, I think, this is his 2nd season with us.
Is it his 2nd or 3rd?
It's either his 2nd or 3rd.
Second, but I'm not sure.
But he is he apparently has really good hands. We're just hoping to
We're going to
see him
him
step out.
at least a few quarters. Figure on Thursday, right?
Yeah. The issue that I have saying that he might make the team is
The other 86 receivers?
Well, that, and you have Philly Brown and Ted Ginn, both who not only are your speed receivers,
Right.
but also both bring punt return and kick return abilities.
And Norwood's actually improving too in camp and having a pretty decent time. So
there just might not be room for Bird on the team,
Right.
but he is one of the players that I'm interested to watch because
if he wants there to be room, now's his time to make it. So
and they are somebody that they drafted him as opposed to Norwood where they picked him up. They could probably let him go a lot easier
for sure.
if he figured they found something in him that they liked. Hopefully he develops, man. I can't wait to see these young receivers with Cam Newton. It's going to be an honor for them to play football for our team. That's what I'm talking about. The honor. Panthers are going to have the honor.
And Jamaikas, how about your first team pick?
Going with Fun. He's going to get a touchdown and/or just some really nice catches. Probably, I feel. He's going to be rearing to go. We got all these good reports in practice about how well he's doing. I don't know. It's just going to be nice to see him and KB running down the field at the same time.
For sure.
That's going to be awesome.
Twin Towers.
Finally. We've been waiting a year plus for it.
Fucking 15 years.
It's going to be great. I'm excited about that. And then I'm taking special teamer Swayze Waters as my dark horse.
Swayze.
Been hearing about 60-yard boots, 50-yard boots, and some shitty 40-yard boots. But we're still going to stick to the 60 ones I hear about. And we'll say you're going to, first off, hopefully they don't punt at all. But even on the sideline,
nice.
I hope on the sideline he's just awesome.
Well, that's not fucking cool. You guys both got dark horses, and because my fucking lack of planning, I don't get a dark horse.
I mean,
Think about that statement.
That's terrible. No, I think I should take. I think I've learned my lesson, and I should get a dark horse right now. You ready?
I mean, whatever. You have to write it down. We already put forth our effort.
I love Cox again. Raheem Cox.
It's Raheem.
Raheem Cox.
This
Eric B. and Raheem Cox. On defense, man, we need somebody to step up. If it's not going to be Coney Ely, it's going to be Coney Ely and maybe other players too. But we need to get that. CJ's going to be gone after next year, essentially. Like, where's the future of that? So I'll go with him. I think the kid's got fucking heart. He's got moxie. And
we still got that Dallaire kid too, man.
Yeah, Ryan Dallaire.
We'll see how well.
I like
somebody
Ryan.
needs to come on. I know that. We do need somebody.
We need some
come on,
pressure
Cox,
coming from the
come on.
outside.
And Thursday, you will probably see on camera for the first time Shane, our new writer friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be watching the preseason game with us.
Unless he bails.
We
like
will,
a shitty person.
We will be watching that together and bringing you
We need to
a
set up
post-game
the camera
report.
here and set up like this so we watch the TV.
And get reaction.
Yeah.
Well,
We got
all things we can discuss off camera.
All right. Well, anyway, see you on Thursday, Baltimore.
Yeah.
Keep pounding.
Keep pounding.
Keep pounding.